Hi, I'm Greg Street. I am the lead designer on League of Legends. My title is Design Director. I kind of help oversee the design department, worry about strategy and what are our big bets the next year. Hextech Crafting is a new system we're adding to League of Legends to allow players to earn things like cosmetic rewards, such as skins, or actual champions. The way I like to explain it is that League of Legends has gone for a long time as almost like a game of pickup basketball. Like you go play a game because it's fun, and then maybe the next day you play another game because it's fun. But there's really not a lot of connective tissue from game to game, except for leveling 1 to 30, which most of our players have done by now, and playing ranked, which is a super competitive, very long-term time commitment. And the crafting system is largely there to kind of say, hey, I'm really close to like earning another cool reward. Maybe I'll want to log in tonight and try another game of League. It also gives players a way to get some cool content that they want without having to spend IP or RP to get it. So the basic loop is when you play a game, if you play a game through our champion mastery system and earn an S, which is the highest rating score, or if you have queued with a friend who earns an S, then you will get a chest, and you can earn, we have a certain amount of chests you can earn per champion per month and that sort of thing. A chest can have lots of different types of content in it. It can have bits of a champion skin, it can have bits of a champion, it can have summoner icon, it can have ward skins. Basically every kind of content we offer through League, you have a chance to earn there. Because it's a random system, we can afford to be a little more generous than normally because you may be making progress towards a champion that isn't necessarily the one you want, and that sort of thing. You can also purchase chests off the store if you just want to get a chest and can't seem to earn an S or that sort of thing. So to open the chest, you need a key. You can earn the keys through any different queue. So the reason we did it this way is champion mastery is really a measure of your individual skill on a particular champion. So that's how we reward the competitive skill-based part of League. But we also just wanted to offer reward for just participation and play because, for example, we didn't want the ARAM player to say, well, does this mean I shouldn't play ARAM anymore because I can't earn stuff out of ARAM? So you get keys from playing League, period, in almost any way. If you're really lucky, you'll earn a complete thing right out of the box. You'll open it up, it'll be a complete skin, for example. That's like you hit the jackpot. You also may get a fraction of a skin, and then you have to earn enough of that particular currency to get the complete skin. And in your UI, you can page through like, okay, this is my progress on each of these different pieces of content, skins, champions, and so on. There's also a system to turn a skin into a temporary skin, like something you can use for a certain amount of games. If you start making progress towards a skin that you don't think you're going to play that often, maybe you just want to try it out. As a system like that. Like I said, we wanted to make the loot tables pretty deep, so we put a lot of different things in there to kind of keep the excitement cool of opening the chest and just seeing what's inside. There are a lot of different currencies. It's really just we wanted to have a really robust system that kind of let players do what they want. For example, because the system is inherently random, it could be frustrating to constantly earn progress towards something that isn't important to you. So we have a concept of being able to disenchant a reward that you get. If you get skins towards Lucian, you're like, I don't play Lucian, I'm never going to play Lucian, I would rather get skins towards Graves. You can blow up those skins and get a generic thing that you can try to work towards a skin that you actually do want. We're trying to design the system to not ever have a lot of useless materials. We think there will be players who say, kind of Pokemon, want to catch them all style. I'm happy to open it up and see whatever is in there and, that I'll eventually be able to complete some skins. There are others who are going to really laser focus on, these are the champions I play. I only play junglers. I'm not interested in anything that's not a jungler, so I'm just going to trash that stuff and re-roll it and try to get something else I'm more interested in. This is supposed to be a system that is fun to engage with, not something that takes like 10,000 games before you see something cool. That said, as a developer, I can tell you it's always easier in systems like this to be more generous over time than it is to say like, oh crap, we were too generous, let's be more stingy. That never goes well with players. So you should be able to win just about any piece of content in the game. We have some really old legacy skins that we don't actively promote anymore, or some like one-of-a-kind things that you get from liking us on Facebook or things like that. Most other content, I believe, is available through the loot system. I think all of our skins are there. I mean, obviously, the more valuable ones are rarer and harder to get. At launch, we're offering through the loot system things that already exist in the store that players could buy. I fully expect at some point in the future we'll create new lines of content that maybe you can only get through the loot system, or at least are there initially. We think that's just a really fun way to kind of keep excitement about the feature high and have like, hey, now there's something new you can find in loot. And we're going to iterate on it a lot. We would eventually like to get to the point where maybe we can reward loot for different things like events or, you know, certain, you know, holidays or milestones in League or something like that. This is how we're rolling it out. We'll gauge player reaction and iterate a lot, I'm sure.